Hey peeps, it's Ray. I am 20 years old and somehow in all those years I have managed not to see Lord of the Rings. I thought I'd seen it, but I just have a lot of knowledge about the first film and characters. Having said that, I did think the first film would see the ring getting destroyed and then the other two movies would be another plot, but nope. It's 9 hours of trying to destroy one ring. 9 hours. Whilst I was a bit salty at the idea of having to watch the same ring for 9 hours, I ended up really loving the trilogy because I love character development as much as the plot itself, and I was able to get so attached as I was with these characters for so long. And that's why I wanted to talk about the story and characters. This may be a long one, so I'll put timestamps in the description. The story arc. At the start of the movie, when I discovered how the film to set out, I said this should have been made into a series of 9 one-hour episodes, easier binge material for some reason. But oh, how wrong was I? Each film has its own story arc that is used in traditional storytelling. There's the exposition, rise in action, climax and resolution. And not only this, but the Battle of Helm's Deep in the second film could also have been its own mini-movie as it follows the structure of storytelling. I was honestly shocked finding out this was a 14-minute battle, which I was wrapped into the whole time. The little details and the consistency of the film were used so well, and these are just a few examples. Frodo using the light of Arendale's star in the third film when he got it in the second, the marks on Frodo's skin the closer he and the ring gets to Mordor, and the permanent scarf when the Nazgul stabbed him. Little side note here, but I annoyed my boyfriend by calling the Nazguls Dementors the entire time because I forgot their names. And finally, at the end, when Bilbo asks to see the ring one more time, which shows Frodo he will never truly escape the ring. Here's some character stuff. Great moments and great characters is really how I would sum up Lord of the Rings. With the friendships and bond made in this film, it really becomes a beautiful story spanning over 9 hours. I love Gimli and Legolas and how they had a constant dwarf-elf rivalry / pettiness until they had fun getting at each other and eventually confirmed they were friends. Pip and Merry integrating themselves into the war, getting the tree people to fight and also going headfirst onto a battlefield that even the most trained soldiers are being killed on, really showed their worth as characters in this battle. I cannot even begin to recall the amount of time Samwise has made me tear up or cry over how wholesome he is. The death of Gandalf during the well-known You Shall Not Pass scene with angry Fire Doggo, just to bring him back as a white wizard, making us fear for Pip and Merry's safety, thinking the tree is taking them to Saruman, but instead there's Gandalf in all his white glory. It's perfect. Along with other characters, I loved Aragorn, how he held onto his word to the dead rangers, his heart staying with his elf lady and his rightful crown at the end. Also, let's mention that he bowed to the hobbits despite now being king. Heck yeah, Aragorn! A character that was done really well was Gollum. I knew who Gollum was and his whole precious catchphrase. I knew the name Smeagol, but I had no idea it was the same character. And when I watched the film, I really loved how they portrayed the two personalities through reflections and camera work. The rest of the characters had their own personalities, and I could really talk about them for so long, but I'm gonna skip it and talk about the main man himself. Frodo was a character I neither liked nor disliked. I could definitely sympathise with him though, and I think that was the main goal. Seeing Frodo as this innocent hobbit who had to bear such a burden and being wholeheartedly set on destroying it, only to see the ring taken over when he is about to throw it in the fires of Mount Doom was quite unsettling, and seeing the paranoia over Sam stealing the ring setting in was just as bad. Now, would I watch this movie again? Probably in a year. It's enjoyable, but man, do you need to set an evening or 3 aside just to watch it all. But this is the end of the video now. I think I've said my piece. I am going to talk about more films at some point. I'm going to talk about a lot more stuff, so stay tuned for that. And see you soon, peeps. Bye. I basically made an over 800 word essay talking about Lord of the Rings. Does this make me an official nerd now?